launches Moments to better cover news and live events. Microsoft announces new Surface and Lumia devices. Reddit goes editorial with new site UPVOTED, and more. It's Tuesday, October 6th, and this is Crunch Report. Hello everyone! At a press event in New York earlier today, Microsoft unveiled the Surface Book, which is a Surface, but it's actually a laptop. It has a 13.5-inch display, a trackpad made of glass, a backlit keyboard, and a machined magnesium body. Oh, and a detachable screen. It also has an Intel Core processor, the latest one, and an NVIDIA GPU with GDDR5 memory, which, according to Microsoft, makes this the fastest 13-inch laptop ever made, with 12 hours of battery life. Not too shabby. The Surface Book starts at $1,499, goes up to definitely above the 2,000s depending on specs, and is available to pre-order starting tomorrow with an official launch on October 26th. One question though, how will OEMs, for example Lenovo, feel about all of this? The Surface Book is definitely competing with their laptops. Now on the tablet side, Microsoft also announced the Surface Pro 4, which has a 12.3-inch screen compared to the Surface 3's 12 inches. It's actually the same size, just has less bezel. The device will retail for $899, is available for pre-order pretty much right now, according to Microsoft, and has full availability on October 26th. Microsoft also unveiled new flagship devices in the Lumia category this morning, the Lumia 950 and the phablet-sized Lumia 950 XL, which are both exclusive to AT&T in the US. The Lumia 950 comes with octa-core and hexa-core processors and liquid cooling technology. It has a 5.2-inch OLED display. The XL has a 5.7-inch display. Both have 20-megapixel cameras. Both can shoot 4K video and include 5th-generation optical image stabilization technology and a dedicated camera button. Both come with 32 gigabytes of internal storage, a micro SD card slot, and a new USB Type-C connector. And you can charge them up to 50% in just 30 minutes. The Lumia 950 ships in November for $549, with the XL going for $649. Well, the big news yesterday was that Jack Dorsey is returning to Twitter as permanent CEO. And that is a big job because, as a public company, Twitter has to get its growth back on track. Today, the company launched a new feature called Moments to US users, which is attempting to do that. It'll appear as a new tab in the iOS and Android apps and on desktop web as a little lightning icon up top. It's a departure from the regular timeline that Twitter users are used to, which shows what's being tweeted in a linear way throughout the day. The internal code name for this project so far has been Lightning, which is kind of like the name for pulling what's best from Twitter efficiently, or at least what Twitter thinks you'll think is the best content from Twitter. For example, my moments in Lightning included the MLB postseason, some peace sign stuff, and some weather updates. Now, it doesn't require figuring out what a hashtag means if you're coming into the conversation late, and that should help new Twitter users as well to feel less lost or feel left out. You can also follow a moment without following individual accounts if you want. That could save you some time. Moments can contain tweets, videos, vines, and GIFs. No Periscope streams just yet, but that's probably coming too since Twitter owns Periscope. Moments launch partners include Bleacher Report, Vogue Magazine, Entertainment Weekly, The New York Times, all established brands, which probably points to monetization strategies in the works as well. Apple has confirmed to Bloomberg that it recently acquired deep learning company PERCEPTIO, which uses artificial intelligence to classify photos on smartphones, although we've done a lot of digging and there's precious little online about the company otherwise. Now, back in October of last year, Recode wrote that PERCEPTIO's technology enables phones to do advanced calculations without storing user data in the cloud. Its founders, Nicholas Pinto and Zach Stone, also created a photo-sharing app called Smoothie. Doesn't appear to have much to do with this, though. Pinto's Twitter bio says that he's a research scientist and computer science lecturer at MIT and Harvard, and LinkedIn tells us Stone holds a PhD in computer vision from Harvard. Smart guys. Of the acquisition, an Apple spokesperson gave the old boilerplate response: Apple buys smaller technology companies from time to time, and we generally do not discuss our purpose or plans. Thank you, Apple. What is interesting is that PERCEPTIO is the second sort of Siri-related purchase that Apple has made in the last few weeks. It also acquired Vocal IQ, which is a UK-based startup that created a natural language API to allow computers and people to have a more natural dialogue. Reddit just launched a new site. It's called UPVOTED, which you can think of as sort of a digital magazine that's based on what the community is sharing, but then curated by people working at Reddit themselves. AMAs, which are the Ask Me Anythings very popular on Reddit, videos, podcasts, are all a part of UPVOTED. Some of the stories on the site seem sponsored. That's not a huge surprise, since Reddit's had native ads for a while already. Now, Heath Black, who's the product lead over at Reddit, explains that UPVOTED has its own editorial team that's combing Reddit every day for content and conducts interviews, that sort of thing. They expect to have between 10 and 20 original pieces of content a day to start, and aiming for 40 eventually. One big departure for UPVOTED, though, no commenting, which is obviously the foundation of Reddit, so that's interesting. Also, no mobile app, so it still feels like a bit of an experiment. Although Reddit has had a not-so year, so maybe experimenting is the right idea for now. And that is the report for today. I'm Sarah Lay. Thanks for being here. Crunch Report airs Monday through Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, right here on TechCrunch.com. See y'all tomorrow.